everyone. So today I'm going to be doing my 90s tag. I was born in the year 1991, so I spent most of my childhood in the 90s. So I decided to do it. I saw a couple other YouTubers doing it, so I decided to try it out because I really liked their answers, and I found that their answers were very similar to mine, so I wanted to share mine with you. So, my favorite TV show was Lizzie McGuire. This is still probably one of my favorite TV shows. If it's on TV, I'll watch it. I love Hilary Duff. So that's my favorite TV show. Favorite toys. I don't really remember too many toys when I was little. I liked Barbies and I liked Beanie Babies and Lego. I really like Lego. I think maybe my favorite toy was Lego. I still have a bunch of Lego at my parents' house. So I really liked Lego when I was little. My favorite commercial. This one took a little bit of time to remember. I didn't really remember too many commercials when I was that age. But maybe this commercial is still on as of right now. And I know it was on in the 90s. So the Marineland commercial, that's still one of my favorites. Every time I watch it, I get it stuck in my head. So NSYNC or Backstreet Boys. This one is kind of tough. I do like songs from both bands, but I still listen to NSYNC as of today. It's still on my phone. I listen to it in the shower. I listen to it on the way to work. There's a couple Backstreet Boys songs that I like, but for the majority of it, I do like NSYNC a little bit better. A weirdest fashion trend. So I had to try to remember a little bit. But I think the weirdest fashion trend in the 90s probably would have been the bandanas. I remember having a bunch. I had like a purple one and a red one and an orange one, and we would just wear it around our heads and kind of tuck it in to the backs there so you couldn't see any of your hair. So it was really weird. I did it for a little bit there, but even I thought it was weird. So I think that was probably the weirdest trend. Favorite collectibles probably would have been Beanie Babies. I still have a ton in my in the other room in my house currently. So I have a ton of Beanie Babies. I still even bought myself a couple months back. I still like them. I still collect them. So that was probably that. My favorite Beanie Baby would have to be probably one of the dogs, one of the big plush dogs. I think I still have it actually in the other room. I'll show it right here. Okay, so I think it's a toss-up between these two dogs. This one's a wolf and this one's just a normal dog. They're actually the same color, so I think it's kind of weird that probably these two. This one is called Herder because it's a sheepdog. An old-fashioned sheepdog, and then this one is Slush. So I think it's a toss-up between those two. How many Tamagotchis did you go through? A ton. I would say I can personally remember like maybe 6, at least 6 that I can remember. So I went through a ton. Actually, a couple months back, I found an app on my phone. It's Tamagotchi. So you can actually play Tamagotchi, the little Tamagotchi guys, on your phone. And you can feed them. It actually looks exactly the same as the little machine except for it's on your phone, which I thought it was really, really cool. But again, I kept killing it, so I had to stop doing it because it just felt wrong. So, but if you guys are interested in doing that, yeah, I have an iPhone, so I don't know if Android or anywhere else has them, but I know Apple does for sure. You just type in Tamagotchi in the App Store. So, favorite game console and game. Probably the Nintendo 64 would probably be my favorite console from the 90s. I just loved it. My nan had one and she babysat me every day, so I played it. And my favorite game probably would be Mario. Any of the Mario games, like any of them. It didn't really matter which one. And then once they came out with the Game Boys and stuff, I started playing Mario on that. So that would probably be my overall favorite game on the Nintendo 64. Favorite Disney Channel movie would probably be Cadet Kelly. Again, with Hilary Duff. one of my favorite artists ever, so that would probably be that movie. Every time it was on TV, I would just watch it, no matter if it had commercials or anything, and I've seen it a bazillion times. I still watched it all the way through, and I loved it the whole time. So favorite music artist, again, would probably be Hilary Duff. I still listen to her as of today. I have all her albums on my phone. And also, Simple Plan. I know they weren't really in the 90s, they were more in the 2000s. A little bit in the 90s, I guess. But again, they're one of my favorite bands that I like to listen to. Again, they're everything in my phone, and I know they're from the 90s. So Hilary Duff and Simple Plan would probably be my top favorite music artists from back then. So this question, I'm not too sure. Favorite Nick Jr. show? I don't really remember Nick Jr. I'm not too sure if that's an early 90s thing where I was too young to watch it, or if a later 90s thing where I was not really watching TV. I'm not too sure, so I don't really have a favorite Nick Jr. show, unless I just don't remember what that means, and I do. I'm not sure. So I'm not too sure what the answer is for that one. But anyway, favorite candy would probably be a Jawbreaker. There used to be a candy store down the street from my elementary school. So every day I would go down to the candy store, and I would always get a Jawbreaker or something like that. And I would just suck on it until it would just be nothing. And I used to have one at least once a week. It was my favorite candy of all time. Favorite game would probably be Twister. I played Twister a lot when I was little. I was a gymnast, so I was kind of flexible. So that would probably be my favorite game. Favorite McDonald's Happy Meal toy? I'm not too sure if this was McDonald's. I think maybe it was Burger King, but so I'm just going to make it my favorite Happy Meal toy from the 90s. I'm not too sure, like I said, I'm not too sure if this is 90s or early 2000s, but the Pokemon cards that came in the Pokemon balls was probably my favorite toy. They just look so cool. I wasn't really too much of a Pokemon collector, but I just thought those gold cards in those Pokemon balls were just the coolest. But like I said, I think it was Burger King. But that's okay. Favorite book? So the book that I can remember the most that I used to read all the time was the Treehouse books. I'm not too sure if any of you have read those. They were like, it was like the Magic Treehouse. So this brother and sister would go into the treehouse, and they would like pretend to do all these adventures. It was really cool. So I'm not too sure exactly what it was called, but it had something to do with the treehouse. I think maybe it was the Magic Treehouse books. Not too sure if that was actually what it was called. If anyone knows what it was called and want to leave a comment, that would be awesome. So that way people know. I'm going to go to my parents' house later on this week, and I'm going to go get one because I know I have some there. And then I'll let you guys know in my vlogging video if I was right or not. So favorite clothing store. So when I was little, I'm very short. Not so much now. I'm about average size now. But when I was little, I was very short for my age. Under average. So I think my mom just shopped at Sears and other stores like that, so she would just hem my pants up or hem my shirts up. I'm not too sure, but the clothing store that I remember the most is probably Stitches. They're still out, and Blue Notes is kind of the same thing, and Urban Planet's kind of the same thing now, but Stitches, because I live in a small town, that was the only clothing store that was in town other than Sears. So that's why I remember that one so much. Or maybe Northern Reflections was a good one. Not too sure what the children's version of that one was, but Northern Reflections is the adult one. So I remember always going in there. They had gymnastics pants, like sweatpants, and other t-shirts, and that was great. That was probably my childhood favorite clothing store. What would you watch on TV after school? So, every day after school, I would go to my house and watch a bunch of shows. I like Lizzie McGuire, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and I even liked Saved by the Bell. I remember doing Saved by the Bell actually before school, so I would actually wake up at like 7 a.m. just to watch Saved by the Bell, even though I didn't want to wake up, but I just wanted to watch it, and that was the only time it was on. It was my cable package that I had. So, like I said, Lizzie McGuire, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and Saved by the Bell. And there was a bunch of others that I like too, but those are like my top 3 that I always watched. Like every day after school, I would always watch those. And even Stevens was a good one too. Like any shows that were around these shows, I usually watch them too. So mostly every Disney star that was ever in the 90s, I watched their TV show. So that's it for the 90s tag. I hope you liked it. I hope maybe we have a couple things in common. If you do, please leave a comment down below and let me know if any of my favorites are your favorites as well. And I would love to hear from you. So if you could like this video, comment down below, and maybe even subscribe so that way you know when I upload my videos. Usually I'm gonna try and upload every Thursday, like a challenge video or a haul or a tag just like this one. And then I'm going to try and also upload on Sunday my vlogging video. So I'm going to vlog during the week. I already have 2 up right now. I'm going to vlog during the week. I'm trying my hardest to vlog more. And I'm going to try and upload that on Sunday. Don't hold me on that. Those are the days that I'm going to try and do it. So Sunday for vlogs and Thursday for tags and hauls. I might switch it up. I might do all vlogging. I might do all different videos. I'm not too sure yet. But come back to my channel, subscribe, so that way you know when I upload a video. Anyway, thanks. See you later.